The land down under has never been easier to reach. United Airlines has more flights between the U.S. and Australia than any other U.S. airline, so you can fly nonstop to destinations like Sydney, Melbourne, and Brisbane. Explore dazzling cities, savor the very best of Aussie cuisine, and get up close and personal with the wildlife. Who doesn't want to hold a koala? Go to united.com/Australia to book your adventure.
Gator Framework Studio in Music City. It's the Dining at Disney podcast.
You know the thing about good food? It brings folks together, all walks of life.
You'll discover all the best restaurants and food as you hungrily explore the Disney parks.
Let's do this thing!
The Dining at Disney podcast.
Welcome to the Dining at Disney podcast. I am Kristen, Disney foodie, park enthusiast, travel expert, and I'm here.
Wherever you go, there you are. And I'm Al John, lifelong Marvel, Disney, Star Wars fan, content person, and running the ship on full steam. Without coffee, unleaded. That's it.
And I'm Kat, experiential producer, film historian. Just realized I'm in the background of a photo of John Stamos. Welcome to the show.
Whoa.
If you haven't already, please make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Hey. You guys.
Yeah.
John Stamos, what?
You guys. Last week was a lot. But today, we're going to talk about some new merchandise and then a small adventure that I had.
Ooh, I love adventures.
Me too.
Is that all you're going to tease, Kat? I mean,
Yes,
come on.
that's it.
That's it.
That's all you
Okay.
get. That's it.
Because
If you listened last week, then you have an idea of what this is.
well, and truth be told, if they look
Did I say it on the show? I know we talked about it, but I don't think I said it on the show.
oh,
you did?
was it? I don't know.
I don't think I did.
You may
Okay.
not. But so are you telling me that I should not spoil it in the title of this video or of this?
Oh no, definitely spoil it in the title of the video.
Okay.
For views. For
Gonna be
views
like-
at the very least.
I was going to say, for podcasts,
For views.
don't hold me back. I'm running unleaded after all. So, although I probably need to have some leaded in me right now. That would be nice.
Oh boy.
Anyway, how was your week? Good? You said it was a lot.
It was a lot, but it's happening. I've been packing because I leave the day after tomorrow to go to Orlando
Yeah.
to see the baby.
I wish I was going.
Oh, me too. I wish you guys were coming with me.
Yeah.
It's
No.
going to be a lot. It's going to be the baby's first trip. It's going to be a lot.
I'm actually.
You gotta get the mouse ears.
Oh, for sure. I got him a little outfit at the studio store on the Disney lot at a D23 event. That was like my first Disney trip, and it comes with like a little headband that has the ears.
Oh, perfect.
So he's
Perfect.
gonna be like the best dressed kid at the Magic Kingdom next week. Honestly. Let's be real.
Why am I not surprised?
Yeah.
No, that's good.
Yeah. Themed outfits for every day. You know, he's my nephew. He's got to look cute.
I was going to say, Auntie, spoil that kid. Auntie.
Oh, believe me, that is not an issue that we have.
Well, that's great. Well, we're looking forward to your trip report for sure. And I know that we're looking forward to the top secret topic that has been spoiled on the topic of this video, podcast that you can find exclusively on Spotify, everywhere else.
Secret.
Yes, everywhere else is audio only. But a quick reminder to our loyal listeners that Google Podcast is going away. So that is going to be happening in the spring. They don't have a specified date, but just go ahead and start using Spotify or Amazon or Apple or TuneIn or any one of the other podcast apps that are out there, iHeartRadio, just to catch every single episode. And make sure you leave us those 5-star reviews. I'm going to start with that instead of wait till the end, because every little bit helps the algorithm. And if you're interested in advertising on this program, and I know there's some, businesses out there, you can be a small business, you can be a large business, you can be an upstart, you can be there doing business for a while, but just want to have some focused marketing efforts to a bunch of great Disney foodies around the globe, feel free to email us, Kristen at diningatdisney.com, and sponsor this episode like some of our loyal followers do.
Yes, and it's Kristen.
Yes, and it'll be in the show notes. So feel free. I think this is a great push and a drive. We're doing these 2 shows a week for you for free every single week. And every little tip in the tip jar, especially sponsors that we've had in the past, we would love to bring it back on and help the show out. So that's my public service announcement for today from producer Aljon. That's it.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm excited to talk about the new sweets merch for this month. So last month they did a whole pizza theme. But this month I'm very excited about because beginning March 19th, they are doing macaroons.
Whoa.
So they have a Disney Eats macaroon zip up hoodie, which is super cool. It's like a light blue kind of tie-dye looking thing. And then it's got macaroons along the right arm sleeve.
Yes.
So that looks really cool.
And I love the fact that the hoodie is a front zip hoodie instead of the pullover hoodies. Because I love that, okay,
It's
this
like
is my pet peeve for hoodies, because if you want to unzip or you feel a little bit hot, you can do that, and there's all kinds of different variations of wearing it other than pulling it over, because once you take it off and you put it back on, it's such a hassle. You have to put it over your head. I don't know. It's just me. I just love zippers.
Yeah, it's got that like Walt Disney World spirit jersey type along the back. So it's cool. I like anything that zip up. So that's me. So I'm very excited about that. They also have as a snack a pink and blue strawberry lemon macaroon that has lemon buttercream and strawberry gelée center that you can get over at Jolly Holiday Bakery Cafe, which is in Disneyland.
That is amazing. I love lemon buttercream and lemon macaroon. I just like the taste of lemons.
It's a beautiful macaroon, and it is available through March 31st. They also have a macaroon Loungefly mini backpack, and it's that same light blue. It's got a pastel pink like trim. Super cute. Love it. And if you like Stitch,
or how that means family.
this one's very cute. He's digging into a macaroon and wearing it looks like a hot pink patterned shirt.
Could be a Hawaiian shirt, hon.
Yeah.
It's got macaroons on it.
Yeah, very cute.
Yes, it's like a
Yes. Hot pink with macaroons.
hot pink with macaroons.
And they even have a pen that goes along with it. And on the pen, it's like the Stitch Attack Snack shirt. And it's got Stitch, it's got a macaroon, as well as Angel on it, too.
How cool is that?
I know.
I like the Stitch with the macaroons. Our son is going to love that.
Yes, because he does really like Stitch.
He's got like 3 of them in his bed.
Wow.
Oh,
Yes, they all have to be in his bed. Same with his Grogu's. He's got 3 Grogu's. What's funny is they're
Crowded.
different sizes, like
small, medium, and large.
Love it.
and so he's got all those. But he
Love it.
also has, why can't I think of what they're called? The little,
The Munchkin.
yes, the Munchkin. We got him a giant Remy, the Remy like hot cocoa one.
Cute.
Oh, he
Yeah,
loves
The
it.
size of a big pillow. So
Hmm. So
cool.
that's also in his bed.
that's true. That's true.
Yes.
Cute.
Well, before we get into the other news we're going to talk about, let's talk about the travel deals du jour. Kristen has got your hookup. Holla, holla, holla. She can save you money on a 4-day Fort Park magic ticket Kristen, what is the travel deal you can hook up our listeners with?
Okay, so right now they have a specially priced 4-park magic ticket that starts at $99 per day plus tax. So the total price for this ticket starts at $396. That's not bad at all. It also includes one admission to each of the 4 theme parks. So you have to do all 4. You can't do 2 Epcot days. You have to do one of each at each park. It is a date-based ticket. Dates start April 2nd, and they run through September 22nd, and the tickets must be used within 7 days of the selected start date of that ticket.
There you go. Nice. Well, how can people get that hookup from you, that great travel deal, as well as deals for the Universal theme parks, Disneyland, of course, all the major cruise lines, as well as Adventures by Disney and all kinds of other great vacations?
They can contact me at themeparksandcruises@gmail.com.
Come again?
themeparksandcruises@gmail.com. I'll tell you, that new Epic Park and all the stuff going on around there over at Universal is looking pretty awesome.
I'm looking forward to checking out all of it. I'm such a junkie when it comes to that stuff, and I just want to stay everywhere and have a grand old time with the kiddos and you. That's what I want. I just need a break. We just need to get away. Everybody needs a change of scenery.
We'll have to figure a place we can go.
Yeah, we'll have to do that.
Even if it's like a extended weekend kind of thing.
I'm ready.
I will say something interesting. I got a text message from a friend of mine who is right now at Disney, booked her trip through me, Disney, and did a couple days at Universal. And she texts me today and she goes, "Is it terrible that I like Disney so much more than I like Universal?"
Hey,
I said, no, it's okay.
whatever floats your boat.
She was like, it just kind of was like a little disappointment.
She never been?
I don't know.
It's for her birthday trip, right?
It's actually a belated birthday trip for her daughter, but they did go over her birthday.
Okay, that's
yeah.
That's
so
what
that's
I thought,
yeah. Her
because-
birthday's going on, but it's all about her daughter. So
Okay.
who had her 13th birthday. So
Okay.
this is what she wanted. So
Well,
she was like, okay, that's what we're gonna do.
Well, it's not going to help her because she's not a hardcore fan like us. Because I was going to say, a lot of those Universal rides were done by Disney Imagineers, so former Disney Imagineers. So there you have it.
But what's funny is they let her take one of her friends with her, and so they're like, they want to do all the princess stuff. Like, let's do all the princess dining.
Yeah.
Let's meet all the characters. Let's
Yes.
get pictures. Let's get autographs.
I
So
understand. Yes.
got him the autograph books and a pen, and all that is part of their little package.
I think that's one of my favorite parts that I've kind of had to forego a little bit with the kids now is just like the character hunting experience, because I love it. The kids love it too, but it's hard for them to stay in line, and that's why
It's hard.
the dining character dining is the best, because you can get so much done in one time, but you can't get some of the characters that I love to get my pictures taken with. Anna and Elsa was not kid friendly, at least for then toddlers, because they were 2 and 3 at the time.
Mm-hmm.
They're 3 and 4, and still there's no way
There's
of being
no
able
way.
to get them to wait. I mean, if there's one person in front of me at the grocery store, she's like wanting to like push through the person in front of us, and I'm like, no,
Hey,
no,
Kat,
no,
we have
can't wait.
Our kids are backseat drivers, Kat. They're
Oh
like,
my,
why
no.
did you go, Daddy? Why did we stop?
She was doing that again today, and I was like, you got a long time before you're driving. Don't.
Oh, she was
Just
pretending
don't.
at dinner today. She was pretending like she was driving. Daddy, look, I'm driving. Ay.
So cute.
Oh my goodness. She's like, put the pedal to the metal. I was like, where did you learn that?
Let's go.
Did she really say that?
No,
Oh, okay.
she was doing
Gonna
something
say.
to that effect. Like, put the feet to the pedal, Daddy. I'm like, okay, sure. Anyway, sorry, Kat. It's time for your experience.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Oh.
Oh boy. So, last week I had the privilege of being invited to visit Club 33,
Yay!
and it was life-changing. Like literally I could die and I'd be fine. I mean, I'd be dead, but I'd be fine.
Whoa.
Um a friend invited me and I couldn't pass up the chance to go because it might be once in a lifetime type of thing. We also did a VIP tour, which was really cool. I'd never done that before either. But the highlight of the evening was really going to Club 33 and having maybe one of the best meals of my short life. For anyone who doesn't know, I'm going to give the like Club 33 primer. Club 33 is an exclusive club located at Disneyland and now at Walt Disney World for members only. People can be invited or they can join the wait list to pay their way into Club 33, but it is a very long wait list and you may be waiting quite possibly for the rest of your life.
Yeah, I heard something like 17 years.
Yes. Yes. And it comes with a very steep price tag.
Yeah.
I, of course, I'm in California, so we went to the Club 33 location at Disneyland, and it was mind blowing. It was mind blowing. I was with a group of 8. We had dinner in the Grand Salon, and it was a 4-course prefix menu that you could have done with the wine pairing, but I passed on the wine pairing. And I have the menu. I have a photo of the menu that I can share with you, Kristen. I thought I didn't have it, but I found it.
Okay.
So you can post it on Instagram if you want. Because I don't think I'll get in trouble for that. They were very much like, please don't take photos in here. And I was very much like, don't tell me what to do. So
See, that's something new. Before they were all about letting you take photos.
Yeah.
yeah, no, the waiter that we had, his name was Alistair. Shout out to Alistair, who was incredible. So wonderful. Like, probably would have gotten in trouble in any other situation because we had a very long conversation about Masons and the Illuminati. And he had to like keep saying allegedly to like make sure he wasn't going to get in trouble, which was hilarious. But our VIP tour guide and some of the bar staff were very, very concerned with us taking photos. So I have some photos. I have photos of food. I have photos of us in the grand like entranceway, angels, whatever there,
Yeah.
sort of angels. But yeah, it was very much stressed that we should not be taking many pictures. So we did anyway, but I'm not going to share them because they're just for me. That's just for me. So they are doing a spring menu right now. Menus change seasonally at Club 33. I'm like the expert on Club 33 now, which I kind of love, and I'm gonna like put it on my resume maybe. Could be a thing. And we had dinner in the Grand Salon, like I said, and we did the 4-course prefix. The cost of the prefix is $140 a person, and you can also add the wine pairing, and it comes to $235 with the wine pairing, and of course that doesn't include tax or gratuity. So it actually wasn't as bad as I was expecting it to be. Cause like 140, I've paid 140 to do like omakase sushi before. Like that's really not as bad as I expected it to be, a couple of $100. And that still high price tag, but not as high as I expected, meant I could buy some souvenirs, which was very, very cool.
Now, did they have the option that you could order a la carte?
Sorry, I'm like choking. No.
Okay.
No.
It used to be a la carte that you could order, and
Yeah,
it
I
had
know.
to be a minimum of, I think it was like $75 or something. Wasn't it?
For our listeners, it's been a long time. So
Oh, yeah.
Kat's card is more current.
Oh yeah, no,
But-
I'm just talking about
No,
the
but our
different.
list-
In the past.
Yes, but our listeners
Yeah.
may not know if they just tuned in recently that we'd actually were lucky enough to go twice thanks to some friends. that got us in, and this was obviously pre-children, way before the pandy, like way before. This was like 10 years ago.
I may have to find one the last
So
time we were there because
it's
I
been
bet.
it's been a long time. So happy that you got a chance to experience it now, and you're part of our
Me.
club
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Yeah.
Deceased. Like you could have knocked me over with a feather.
Okay, that's awesome.
But they did at one point in the past, in like the last 10 years, they did a very big construction project on Club 33. So it used to be in a different like configuration, and they used to have the dining room in a different place, and everything's kind of been moved around and shifted. There used to be a buffet option. They used to do like brunch and stuff. Now it's mostly dinner and lunch, and the menu is prefix in most cases. I'm sure there's some special cases where it's not, but everything is made a la carte and made to order, and you just choose from the selections like you would a regular menu, but you do get the 4 courses plus, if you so choose, the wine pairing.
Yes.
I'm just gonna read you guys the menu because what I had is a version of this, but not exactly this because of my allergies.
Gotcha.
So the options for the first course were the baked blue lump crab gratin with lemon garlic butter, which some people at my table had, and it looks delicious. It had like a hollandaise type sauce on top of it.
Yeah.
The savory prosciutto cannoli with Parmigiano Reggiano and artichoke, which some people at my table also had and looked very delicious. And I had the Asian pear, the heirloom Asian pear and gem lettuce salad. It had tangerine vinaigrette and goat cheese, creme, and persimmon in it. It was delicious. For the second course, they had a duck confit with potato gnocchi, a creamy French onion soup. Literally, I think we ordered every single thing on this menu because there was 8 of us.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
So
I bet.
we ordered like literally one of everything almost.
Yes.
I think there's only one thing on here that we didn't order. And then I had the pan roasted diver scallop with beluga lentils and forager mushroom, and it was like butter. It was so good. Kristen's gonna post a photo of this, but it was like a scallop the size of my fist, and it was so good. It like melted in your mouth.
Wow.
The lovely waiter, Alistair, brought me some incredibly doctored, delicious gluten-free bread.
Whoa.
He was like, I have gluten-free bread. And I was like, I don't need it. And he was like, I'm going to bring it to you. And I was like, you don't have to tell me twice. And it was like the basic udi bun that they give you for like gluten-free bread at Disney, but it was like cut open and it had garlic and herbs and olive oil and like all kinds of stuff in it. And then they gave me like a separate herb butter. I haven't had like real bread and butter in forever. I don't usually buy bread. I don't like to because
Yeah.
it goes bad before I can eat it all because I'm by myself most of the time.
Yeah.
And I hadn't had like a piece of bread since I got home from like Christmas. I think the last time I had a piece of toast was with my mother in Michigan. And I swear to God, I ate this bread and he was like, "Do you want more?" And I was like, "Could I have it to go?" And he brought me a to-go box with a piece of bread.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
I was like, I'm gonna have this for breakfast tomorrow. It's gonna be the best day ever. But it was so good. He was like, it's just Udi's. You get it at the grocery store. And I was like, I don't know. You doctored it. You did magic, Disney magic to this bread. It made it better. It was delicious.
Nice.
And then for entrees, they had a grilled filet mignon with bacon, sweet potato, and Cabernet essence.
Hey.
This is the one thing that nobody at the table ordered, and honestly, I'm sure it's probably delicious, but when you hear the other things on the menu, nobody wants this. Charred tender heart cabbage
Ah.
with heirloom red carrot and orange relish,
I-
which I'm sure is delicious.
And if you have a dietary restriction or on
Yes.
something, then that's what you order
Exactly.
because it's meaty. kind of.
Yes, exactly. It's filling. It's filling, I'm sure. And I'm sure it's wonderful, but yeah, no. Roasted Colorado lamb chop. Not for you, Kristen, but it was very good. Cheddar Yorkshire pudding and apple compote with that.
Uh,
And then I had the sustainable fish, which was sea bass,
oh,
with Pacific white shrimp, which were enormous, and tomato saffron broth, which was absolutely delicious.
Sounds very good.
Yes, it was so good. It was like perfectly cooked piece of fish. It was like very buttery and melted in your mouth, and
yeah.
yeah.
Wow.
And then I think almost everyone at the table with me had the selection of cheeses for dessert, but they had a gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free, soy-free, whatever free poppy seed cake for
Huh.
me that they served to me with like a scoop of strawberry sorbet and like some fresh berries and something else, like something sauce, mango sauce or something, lemon sauce, something. It was delicious. It
Huh.
was incredible. It was so good. It was like pound cake with poppy seeds, but it was like hot and it was so good. It was like the best. I don't know if it's because I was at Club 33 and I was like euphoric already, but yes, it was so good. And everyone was like, my friends are loud. Like I'm loud. My friends are loud. And when food comes and everyone stops talking, it's one of those moments where like, are we gonna get thrown out of here for screaming at each other in this very fancy dining room? And then everyone kind of gets very quiet as soon as the entrees come. So it was an experience. It was definitely an experience.
You see, they got mind control over Debo there at
Oh my
Club
God.
33. They're like, "What? I'm zipping around.
Seriously.
I'm
Seriously. And
the
it
food."
was my friend Gabby's birthday. So they did like a little cute thing. They brought her out some ice cream with a Club 33 happy birthday medallion in it and chocolate. And they brought her a birthday card that all the cast members there had signed. And it was so adorable. I was beside myself.
That's amazing.
Truly.
Great.
Truly.
So,
Sorry.
oh no. So, membership to Club 33, I mean, it's still in full effect. As you talked about, the waiting list is huge. People want to pay big bucks just for the privilege of eating at what was known as Walt's Private Supper Club.
Yes.
And that's got to be such, I mean, it's such a, once, I'm so glad that you went because I feel that that is almost like a pilgrimage that every Disney foodie must have. And this is like not for the faint of heart because you will spend a pretty penny in this place, not just for membership, but let's say you know a member and you come as a guest and you pay your hard ticket in, you get in or whatever. The food is not cheap there. This is like 5-star diamond style eatery here.
Yes, absolutely.
I mean,
And like the service is incredible. The ambiance is incredible. Like it's so everything there is like so deliberate and like impactful and they have all of this like incredible Disney history there not just because Walt was there and like hung out there but also because they have like memorabilia and they have screen used props that were taken from the location brought to set, used on set and then brought back to Club 33, which I think is really crazy because like most of that stuff
current,
probably belongs in the archive, but
like current stuff.
yes. So right now at Club 33 here in California, they have screen used props from the original Mary Poppins
Ooh,
in the restaurant as restaurant decoration.
nice.
That's cool.
Which, if you know me, you know I'm a Mary Poppins crazy person. I have a Mary Poppins tattoo. I have a matching Mary Poppins tattoo with my mother. And when the Alistair was telling us about it, I was like, what? Huh, what? Julie Andrews touched this? What? What?
I know she's only the best ever.
Yeah. 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 So it was really interesting to like hear about, I'm not gonna get into all the Masonic nonsense. My friends are into conspiracy theories. So it was a lot of learning about that kind of stuff from the cast member. in an allegedly kind of way, which was lovely and hilarious. Just about the different parts of the space and how it's decorated, and from things like the checkered floor to the light fixtures to the doorknobs, like everything is like symbolic and meaningful and intentional, and it's it's so interesting to go like from that space back into the park, to go from the park into that space and then back into the park, because as an experiential designer, I look at everything with a designer's eye, and like I want to analyze intention, but once you see like that kind of stuff, it's like, oh, okay, there's an even deeper layer to this that 99.9% of people who come here aren't going to know about.
No.
And it makes it even more special.
Yes, it's the uncovering of these details that are so rich and multi-layered that makes it so much fun for us as fans. And when we were there, they had the animatronics and first generation animatronics, or proto animatronics, I guess I should say. They had pictures of Walt and just archival stuff that you don't see in every day, or books or anything that's been published. You have Imagineering art of concepts and stuff that some came to life, some did not. And just a lot of storyboards and all kinds of really cool things when we were there. And of course, the cast members did take their time and talk to us about the layout and about the history of the place and what Walt used it for, and how it's kind of changed over time. So,
But it's very different from when we were there.
Oh,
'Cause they had
totally,
the
'cause they-
complete remodel.
yeah. And the glass elevator isn't there anymore, right?
I don't think so. No.
Yeah, you see.
No. We did the Angels Court entrance, so from the mural side.
Uh,
I don't know if maybe if you go in the lounge it's different, but we were not allowed in the lounge. So,
yeah, well, it's different. It's laid out differently now.
yeah.
So we were able to, the several times that we went, we were free to take pictures everywhere, and we did. And the cast members were really gracious to us. We had wine on the balcony during the nighttime spectacular, Phantasmic, and we were able to just kind of roam and look at all the places. It wasn't even packed
No.
when we went, the two times that we went. So, but I'm so glad that you got a chance to experience new and have some savory food. It just, having 8 people there, I can only imagine that the auto gratuity was probably off the charts.
I am not going to name drop who I went with, but he was a generous host, and he ended up picking the tab up for all of us.
For all
Very
Birthday
nice.
gift. And it was lovely. And introduced us to John Stamos, which was weird.
Well, it's all
But he was
not
also
weird.
there.
Yeah, but it was also not
Mhm.
weird because he
Because
lives
it's John
there. It's John Stamos. He
Yeah, it was so funny. He was with a gentleman, and I was looking online to see if I could find the cocktail menu, and he had posted a photo, and it's a photo of John, but in the background it's clearly me.
That's funny.
Like,
Well,
you
what-
can't. I have this
his Instagram?
enormous hair. I'm like, oh, that's me. No one else was wearing a fringe dress that night except for me. Like,
Well, I follow
it's
John.
just so silly. Oh, it's not on John's. It's on Ken's.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Gotcha.
But I'll send it to you. I was dying as I was looking at it. I was like, wait a minute. That's me. Why am I in this photo?
Too bad you didn't walk up to John and say, "Hey, by the way, do you know Al John, who works at the guitar company that you favor?"
Oh, I should have.
Should have,
We
because
chatted. We
might-
chatted with him for a while. He's such a nice guy. His wife is so sweet.
He might know me tangentially through our contacts, because even though we met a couple times, he probably doesn't remember who I am, but he'll know the company.
I was just like, I was a total space cadet, like complete and utter space cadet that night, because I was just like overwhelmed, a sensory overload of every shape and sort. Like,
Yeah.
no, I didn't even know what my own name was at one point. It was just ridiculous, but it was so cool to go, and like I got some cool souvenirs. They had like the signature corksicle cups.
Oh yeah.
So we got some corsicles, and they were really kind and brought like at the end of the meal they give like everyone a piece of chocolate or whatever to take with you.
Uh-huh.
And it was not gluten-free, so I got fruit jellies instead, which I thought was really sweet.
Uh-huh.
They were like, "Don't touch that, it'll kill you. Here, have this instead." And I was like, "Thank you for thanks.
Yeah, they went out
Not
of their
killing
way.
me. I really appreciate it."
No, they went out of their way
Yeah.
as they do.
Yeah. So it was really awesome. I wish that I had known in the moment that I could have asked to take the menu. Because if I had known that, I would have taken it. But
Would have framed it. You would have framed it.
oh my God, are you kidding? I have the original menu from the studio lot commissary framed
Yeah,
in my kitchen. Would have gone perfectly next to it. Are you kidding?
of course.
I'm trying to think where my menus are because I could find that
They're
menu.
on file. They're on file. They're on file.
Because I'm trying to figure out when it was we were there.
So we used to ask the cast members all the time for menus.
Oh yeah, everywhere.
Everywhere we went, and on special occasions, especially when we went to Signature Dining, and they were like, "Oh, you're celebrating your anniversary here. We printed the special menu with your name on it."
Yeah, yeah. It was one of those things where like had I even like been aware of it, I would have immediately taken it.
That's awesome.
But I was not in the right headspace for that in
Well,
any way, shape, or form.
The Cat, you were on cloud nine, sensory overload,
Oh
and
my
it's
gosh.
expected to be expected.
It was crazy. It was crazy, but it was beautiful. And, you know, if I ever get to do it again, I would be very grateful. But the fact that I got to do it the one time is more than enough.
So if you had to rate your experience, and not rate, well, I'm not going to say rate your experience, but if you had to pick 4 aspects of your trip, not in any order, but just 4 aspects, the takeaways and highlights, what 4 of those bullet points would you outline for us?
Because it's me, I think number 1 is going to be the architecture. Number 1. And the decorating inside, number 2. The food, number 3. And the service, number 4.
Did you happen to meet the executive chef?
No.
Okay. I mean, it was, I'd like to think that the executive chef would be there on occasion, but
Oh, I'm sure he
It
is.
was like it was a Thursday, and it was strangely like very busy. There was almost every single group that was in the dining room with us were celebrating something.
Wow.
yeah, it makes sense.
So it was a very busy evening, and I probably could have spoken to a chef if I really wanted to because of my allergies, but at the time I was like, wait, great. Yes, thank you for bringing me this water. I don't know what's happening right now.
Well, I don't know if Chef Sutton is still there. I think there may have been a head chef change.
I'm pretty sure it was a woman.
Okay.
Callie something maybe. I'm still a space cadet, let's be honest.
Well, it's all good. Well, I think that's awesome, Kat. So congratulations.
Thank you.
And I'm glad that
Didn't really
you're
do
living on that. Well, no, I'm just congratulations on living that high life,
Oh my gosh. It was such a joy and such a privilege, and I say a lot of disparaging things about my life here in Los Angeles, but I actually do have a pretty great group of friends, and I'm just very grateful that I was able to go, and yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would have just been excited to get to go and hang out with the person she went with.
Yes.
Longtime fan.
I agree. All right. I don't want to incriminate. So
Hey, I'm not saying anything. It could be many people by what I said.
it could be.
It could be. It could be.
That's awesome.
Well, thanks, guys, for listening. We hope you enjoyed today's show. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell.
Oh, yeah.
You guys are the reason we do this show, so please continue to support us by sharing and giving us those 5-star reviews. And speaking of support, consider becoming a supporter on Spotify or wherever it is that you are listening to this podcast from. Or you can shop our links because we know you shop Amazon, we know you shop Disney Store, so you can click on those. Or if you're going to Walt Disney World, Kingdom Strollers and Garden Grocers. And you can find all those links at diningatdisney.com or in the show notes below. Aljon, tell everybody where they can find us.
Why, sure. You can find us on all your social media sites. You know, the ones, mostly on Facebook. You can also find me personally, my person, at AljonGo, ALJONGO, on Instagram. You can also check out the podcast that I host with former Disney creative and world-renowned author, award-winning author, Dave Bossert. It's called Skull Rock Podcast, where we talk about pop culture and Disney and the parks. And we recently are just going through a bunch of Imagineers. So if you're interested, Kat, I know you will be.
Of course.
Tokyo Disney, about Shanghai Disney, about just about stuff. We've got you. So be on the lookout for some Imagineering shows, as well as shows we have reviewing all kinds of great pop culture and Disney films. Anyway, Kat?
You can find me on Instagram at Catastrophe, at CAT_ASTROPHE. Be sure to check out my podcast, Eat the Pictures, wherever you listen to podcasts. I will be in the Orlando area in the coming days. If you see me and my big hair, don't hesitate to stop me and say hi. I'm very nice. I don't bite unless provoked. If you haven't already, join our Facebook group, Dining at Disney, and check out our friends, the Disney Dorks and the Sorcerer Radio Fun Zone. Sorcerer Radio can be found at srsounds.com, of course, or on their beautiful app. Until next time, I've been Kat. That's been Kristen and Aljon. Bon appetit.
The information and opinions expressed in this podcast are for entertainment and informational purposes. All other trademarks mentioned are the property of their respective owners.
Buy Kat a Dole Whip.
No kidding.
I'll never say no.